So you got high kV motor and they're making all that heat, right? Nowhere to put a fan. Well, you can actually take two 30 millimeters and they fit right behind the grill. So now what do? We keep using the same motor pinion. 2S takes it out. Somebody else said they've done it, and I've done this before. You slot one of these holes, you can rotate your motor a little bit for a little more mesh. So we got a few millimeter to move it, that's okay. And this is a 10 tooth, but it's really weird because the two levels here, the inside is a 9 tooth and the outside is a 23 tooth. Originally, it has a 10 tooth and a 9 tooth touching the outside at the same time. We get a 10 tooth spinning this one, which is spinning this 9 tooth, which is spinning this 23 tooth, which is making this 9 tooth spin a spur gear output shaft, which I haven't counted yet. Has anybody tried a odd numbered motor pinion yet? This is a new 14 tooth hardened steel mod 6 48 pitch. It's machined real nice. 3.175 bore. Just got this bad boy. It's an MJX replacement, but it's your standard 114. And I'm going to use this on the Bezgar HM124 5900 kV 3650 because it has a brass 14 tooth that's about to go out, and I want to get that going and crack 80 mile an hour with it still. Coming up after a few other ones. Watch what I'm about to do this thing. I cannot get this drive shaft off, so we're just gonna have to leave these and get new drive shafts for the new axles. These are awesome. And next, you gotta get your bigger motor pinion, a 3.751 millimeter hole on a 2 millimeter shaft. And to do that, you can use your typical ink pen tube, cut the tip off. This is on the 9200 kV motor. I thought I bent the shaft, and I guess I didn't. You can slot both holes, or you can slot one, like we're gonna do the top. And I'm gonna use this just for a little reference and give it a little bit of curve. I found heating the tip of that drill bit red hot made it really easy, and we slotted it here so we can Now, if you're having trouble getting your gears back in your transmission, there's a good trick. Put your gears in first, and then put the pins in. You can slide the pin through the gear, and then grab the pin with your needle nose, and get it right in the hole, easier than your old lady. Alright guys, check this out. So we got our gears in there, and then on this side, we got our 12 tooth, and the next thing, we slide it in together here like so. Now we still gotta test fit it, but at least here I can feel where my mesh is. Let's put her right into the gears here and spin her a little. That's just the transmission gears. And now I'll slide the motor back up into the transmission gears, so we're getting our motor spinning around. Oh, a little too tight. Too tight. And then also don't forget to tighten your grub screw. I couldn't really fit a washer over that little screw, but I found a little screw in the screws that came with the axles. See the little short one with the wide flat head there? Those are meant for the linkage connecting rods and on the base seats, but the base seats already came with some silver ones, so the smallest itty bitty tiny washer shim, like I use these on the hinge pins a lot. Couldn't quite get it to fit. That's as nice as it's gonna get. 4 screws left. Before you get going, there's also 2 more things I want you to do for programming. One is to calibrate your controller to your ESC, well, your receiver to your ESC, and then also to program your ESC. And for that, you'll need your program card. Like the GoolRc cheapies use this one. just your standard. Now your ESC is just plugged in here, see, the 3-pin. We're gonna start with a little laptop tuner programmer here, just like in real life. You'd be sitting in your seat with your laptop. Well, we got a little program card. Here's our items and our values. And the values go to 10, but some actually count higher. A good example is our items. We have more than 10 items, but we only have 10 LEDs. So when it gets to 10, it'll go to 11. 11 will be lit up 1 and 2. For 12, 1, 2, and 3 will be lit up. I'll show you here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's 17 items. See, we'll go to 3. My start mode is on level 7 now. My punch. Number 3, for these it's called your start mode, and it's your start power level. If you just got the ESC and don't have the programmer card, your punch level is probably on 5. The highlighted is supposed to be your factory settings, but this is pretty handy for your battery, your voltage threshold, for how low it'll let your battery voltage go. And then you have your minimum forward and backward power. You can change that. You can change your brake. You can change the brake force. You can have a motor brake on. It's pretty handy. You can do a lot. So we got it on 7 now. That's okay. We'll leave it at 7. For everybody that has the same one, you can see what my settings are on. And you can program it with the 2 or 3S battery hooked up, because it's a 2 3S ESC. But after you got your settings where you want, you hit OK, or you hold OK until it beeps, and it flashes like that, and you're good. You can hold it, let it beep a couple times just to be sure, and then you turn it off, unplug it, plug it back in your receiver. So we got our ESC tuned now. Next, we're going to calibrate the receiver and transmitter to the ESC. So for that, we turn the ESC on first, and then we hold wide open on our Dumbo. Don't do this on digital controllers, it'll just take off on you. This is for your analog stuff. So we're going to hold it wide open, hold it there, and turn it on, and slowly let it go to the neutral spot. It'll start up. Turn the ESC off first, and then the controller. I just realized something. We got police lights. Just needs a little police light bar. Channel 3 is your hazards. That's so cool. After dirt and stuff got in the back here, sometimes this doesn't want to go down. I found the trick is to kind of push it this way and wiggle. We're going to start with the 1800 2S and then do the 3S. Check, we got dual rates up and 50% gyro. I haven't seen any speed wobbles yet, so. And we got the 12 tooth. So I can go pretty slow still. I don't know how much crawling power that would be, but once it gets going, and we also have the 9200 kV. I keep forgetting. 9200 kV, so we have 1,000 more RPM per volt and 2 more teeth on the motor pinion. That's not bad. Whoa. Here, I gotta trim it just a little bit. Where's the trim? Uh-oh. Whoa, got some really good brakes. Whoops. That probably messed it up. I don't know, it's still going. We got a plastic output shaft gear, 2 metal input gears, and the 12 tooth. 14.1 mile per hour, 2S. That does seem appropriate. Seems fine. We might have a chipped tooth or something. Better slow down a little bit for the corner. Wide open. 100,000 RPM, baby. Our engine's going. Our engine shaft's spinning over 100,000 RPM. I think we did it in. Must get hot. .1 miles per hour. We got a 23 mile per hour MN78. I'm gonna let her cool down for a bit in the breeze. Let's do a 1 amp draw on it. So 9200 times 12 is 110,400 RPM. That's really weird. That is really weird. Let's take it apart. Place your bets. What happened? Oh dang. Motor pinion seems to be fine. Alright. Let's get our little gears out. You know, everything seems to be looking okay. Let's spin our motor pinion around. Oh man. It's really hard to spin this motor. We took the motor out, guys. Yeah. Let's see. That gear looks... And then our other gear, right here. That looks good too. And our nylon output gear. Put our drive shafts up so we can spin her. That looks just fine too. It's hard to spin this motor shaft. I'm pretty sure we took the bearings out. Yeah, because it's not hitting nothing. We took our motor out. Let's see what it does. Yeah, let's turn it back on. Now this is a used 9200 kV. This is originally in the WPL C24, and then it's been in, I don't know, I can't remember, but anyway, it's used. It's gotten 3S before, and yeah, maybe it bent the shaft, but it's like it spins easy, and then it's a hard one. Alright, let's give it a little throttle, see what it does. Can you see the trigger? Where's the trigger? There you go. Good news, it was just the motor. I'm really impressed with the gears. Those held up really well. And I'm going to be curious to see how much, what our speed difference is now going back to the 82 from the 92. That motor, yeah, it's probably not meant for 3S. It's definitely not meant for 3S. It's like a 6-volt motor. The 8200 kV is meant for 7.4 volt, I believe. Those bearings don't like 110,000 RPM. Them are some good aftermarket gears, though. That's a good stock output shaft gear. Yeah, we just got the motor really, really hot and fried it.